Sorry I'm late. Sorry. I'm only a minute late, right? The boy and I were watching Hell's Kitchen, and I've lost track of time. Let's see. Well, anyway. Hey, Jeffrey. You're always first, man. Hang on. Jeffrey is Johnny on the spot. So naturally, the topic today is Disneyland rules because, as you probably heard, either through our video, our website article, or elsewhere, Disney has kind of formally announced a couple new rule changes at the park. And it's, I think that everybody's more or less in favor of them. Some people are affected by it, people with special needs, perhaps. I did shake yes. Or if you're a smoker, let's say, you might be affected by this. So we could talk about that. We could talk about, the rules that they announced today. Well, actually, and some of apparently the man feathers. I couldn't do it anymore, Torch. I just couldn't, man. It just wasn't growing right. I just didn't like it. I mean, I would love a beard, but it just my face does not agree with that idea. What was I saying? Oh yeah, apparently the wagon thing was always a rule. They just never enforced it. They just let everybody in, no matter what. It was a free-for-all. So there's that. Anyway, what I want to talk about... Okay, so on Twitter, Francis Dominic posted a funny-ass meme where what the sixth rule, like the fifth Beatle, the sixth rule that Disney announced was that you were no longer allowed to recite the stretching room spiel when on the Haunted Mansion. And I thought that was hilarious because, that can be annoying. Some people felt called out on that, but yeah, maybe it's me because I go to the park every week and I hear it all the time. So because as I told one person that I used to be one of those people that when I was on Haunted Mansion, I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool. I thought, I'm going to be that wild dude in the stretching room, the funny guy who does the laugh, with the ghost host or something like that, or who recites the speech. Anyway, my cat. I thought that was funny, but I don't think it's funny anymore. I don't think it's funny anymore. Because I don't know. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about is I want to hear your Blue Sky rules. What kind of rules would you like to have put in place at Disneyland? And thank you very much, everybody, by the way, for complimenting me on my tie and dapper attire. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Anyway, I did shave the beard. Beard's gone, tie's on. How about that? Out with the beard, in with the tie. I want to hear, they can be kind of funny, sort of, silly rules that you would like to see happen, like Francis's no spiel reciting at the Haunted Mansion, that kind of thing. Or they could be, things of courtesy that you'd like to see people, get a citation for. Let's say, I would like, for example, to have people cited for just stopping. You don't see people. Imagine the primary walkways at Disneyland as freeways. Okay, you're on the 405, you're on the 5, you're on the 110, you're on a freeway. Imagine that that's where you are. Act the way you would if you were on a freeway in your car. That's how you should behave when walking down Main Street or anywhere else. And why do I hear my dog crying at me? Sorry. Pull over. If you want to, don't stop. If you know you're going to stop, I mean, I get it. Sometimes I lose my mind and I suddenly stop and turn around, or I want to, you know, but as much as you can help it, stop. Pull over to the side of the street if you can, as much as possible. Just think about it for a minute. I would like to see people who just stop and then stay there. That's the hard part. Because a lot of times you'll see somebody stop in the middle of the street and then realize what they've done. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me get out of the way. You're good. You know what? I'm fine with you. It's the folks that stop in the middle of Main Street and then stay there and have a conversation or whatever. And even though you got all these people coming, look at the people that are coming by you just constantly. You know, and they're all giving you the side eye. Don't you see them? Don't you see all those side eyes that you're getting? Because you are blocking traffic. All right. I got to say hello to Stephen Crawford, who gets us with $10. He says, all pedestrians must walk on the sidewalk, not in the street, like Walt intended. That's never going to happen, Stephen. Here's the reason why. There's too many people, Stephen. There's too many people. They don't fit on the sidewalk. That would be a disaster. That would be a disaster. They have to fit on the street. Now, the fact that we still drive cars down that street is a miracle to me. It's a miracle that they let folks still drive their cars down, the Main Street vehicles. By the way, I don't know if anybody asked. Liz is not here tonight. Liz is not here tonight because she's in the desert again. Her dad bought a condo in the desert in Palm Springs, and they've been spending a lot of time there recently, getting used to it. I think they're gonna do like an Airbnb thing. Anyway, he bought a condo, so they keep going down there to enjoy the freaking beautiful weather that's in Palm Springs right now. If you guys have ever been to Palm Springs in the spring, it's amazing. It's amazing. I spent a lot of springs in Palm Springs. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. I like this one. Kawaii Seller says, please stop allowing Instagrammers from taking pics with the balloons. Please just buy one if you want a picture with it. Well, okay. I don't know if I agree with, because there's a difference between holding one balloon and holding 40 balloons. There's a difference, and one looks better than the other. But it's so obvious what you're doing. If you're doing that for Instagram, it's so obvious that you didn't buy all those balloons. Although I remember one time somebody did do that for his girlfriend on Valentine's Day or something like that. He bought all the balloons. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of basic. It's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like the balloon thing. Liz asked if she could do it last week, and I kind of like, no. But yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We Wants the Redheads gets with $2. Thank you very much. She says, hi, do you ever call out the road hogs? What's a road hog, Redhead? What's a road hog? You mean like a guy who hogs the road? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. I feel like that's a thing that I should know. Safecracker says, Walls came down to Jesse Whittaker. So I did see that, and we're going to visit on Saturday. Eric Hoffman has gifted us with $5, and he said some stuff. He said, no photo or video bombing. Those people do not need your ugly mug in their vacation pictures or videos. I do that. But then again, I don't mind when people photobomb or video bomb me. I think it's funny. Even when they do it to me, I welcome it. So I guess I can't agree with you on that one, Eric. Oh, I like that one. I want to see citations. I want to see citations for people putting their kids on their shoulders. I want you to get a ticket for that. I know you love your kid, and I know you want him to see the show, but I'm standing right behind you, dude. You can hold your kid, you can kind of do the mom thing, the hip hold. That works. They just need to see okay. They don't need to have the best possible view. Just get them up there. I understand they can't see, they're low to the ground, etc. my wife is 5 feet tall. She can't ever see anything. If I could put her on my shoulders, I would. But if you can help it, if you can, do the hip hold, or I don't know, figure out another way. But just because it's not a good look for you, dude. It's not a good look for you as a person who doesn't care about everybody else. You are saying loud and clear, none of you matter to me. None of you matter to me. And now I love my kid more than you love my kid. I get that. I love my kid more than any of you. But you all still matter to me, which is why I don't do that. Because even though I love my kid more than any of you, you all still matter to me. And I want to make sure that you have a nice time. So, and I don't want to be that guy. Don't put your kids on your shoulders, please. Chelsea Cagle has gifted us with $10. She says, my roommate ran into a couple weeks ago in Toontown and took a picture with you for me. It made me, oh, I see, okay. Ran into us a couple weeks ago. That's great, Chelsea. I'm glad that you got to see that picture of us. I'm sorry you weren't there. That's a bummer. Short people matter. They do matter, but not as much as tall people. Okay, tall people matter more. I'm teasing, guys. This is an insight into my sense of humor because you don't get to see that a lot. By the way, speaking of which, Liz and I know we've done this before, and things have happened to stop it in the past, but we're going to try again. Duke and Dork is coming back. We're working on it. There are plans afoot. And if you want to see that side of my sense of humor, because I can be a jerk, a funny jerk is what I'm saying. I have a very sardonic, sarcastic sense of humor. And that's one of the reasons why I get a bad rap sometimes. People think I'm mean, like literally mean or scary. I cannot believe this. People think that that I look scary, which surprises me. But sometimes I sound like I'm being mean or whatever because of the things I say. But those are jokes. I am literally joking 95% of the time. I am one of the least angry people you'll ever meet. Very easygoing. I accept all manner of, lunacy. So even though it sounds like I'm being mean, I'm not. Anyway. If you're into that kind of thing, you might want to try checking out Duke and Dork when it comes back. Go to our channel. You can subscribe there. Duke and Duchess of Dork. It's on the feature channels section, I think, on our main page, but I'm not sure. If not, I'll figure out a way to let you guys know later on. But I don't know when it's coming back. It's not going to be soon. But if you want to be ready, subscribe now. Wants the Redhead has gifted us with $2 more. She says. Or he says, roadhogs, people who block the way. I say seriously. Yeah, that's kind of like that covers a lot of ground. But again, that goes towards just not caring about other people. And what is it that has made people not care about other people? I don't understand it. Ryan Gordon, I understand. He gets us with 14 Canadian dollars. He says, I vote for no smoking in the park at all, anywhere. Ryan, your vote has been heard, my friend, because that is exactly what has happened or what's going to happen as of May 1st. There will be no smoking anywhere at all, ever, inside Disneyland. If you want to smoke, you got to leave the park. That's hardcore, right? I was watching, I'm preparing a secrets video for the partner statue, and I was watching some old footage from the 80s, and there were people just lighting up all over the place in the park. I just cannot believe I used to live in that world. Let's see. Ryan O'Mary has gifted us with $2. He says, some people are showing too much skin lately. Ryan, I don't think that's a Disneyland thing, though. Well, I can't disagree with that. I don't think Disney's going to be able to solve that for you. And I don't think that Disney can enforce a dress code in that sense. But like we said, this is blue sky, so go for it. I would like people to be more sensible with the way they dress at Disneyland. But I just think that in general. Ricky Teresa says, gives us with $2. He says, did you hear PhilharMagic is coming to DCI? Yes, I did hear. I was going to try to do an article on that before the live stream started, but I didn't because I didn't have time. Apparently, time is necessary to do all the things that I need to do. But I'm going to hopefully maybe do that after. I'm not sure. I have never seen PhilharMagic. That used to be a thing. I never saw it, so I don't even know what we're getting. But apparently some people think it's great. Some people are okay with it. Some people thought it was dumb. So, okay. Vanessa, must wear deodorant. You know, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. But I don't, again, I wish there was a way to enforce that. Nate Dogg says, my new rule with all hashtags. Nate Dogg, do you just speak in hashtags? Would be all guests must use courtesy, respect, and common sense when inside the parks. Thanks, Walt and Mickey. That is a big ask, Nate, because some people don't know what that is, what common courtesy is. They can't comprehend that because they're too stuck in their own egos and in their own needs and what they need. Okay, let me tell you a quick story to illustrate this, that it's not a Disney problem, that it's a human problem. I took my boy to school today. I drop him off, and there's a drop-off area, right? You drive into the parking lot, you drop them off, and then you leave the parking lot. But it gets crowded because there's a lot of people doing drop-offs, right? So I get that. Some people have decided that they're not going to use the drop-off zone. They're just going to pull over onto the side of the road and just let their kids off at the curb, which is fine, except the road next to his school has no shoulder. You're stopping in a traffic lane, okay? You're stopping in a lane where I'm going 40 miles an hour in the same space. Those people, I've got bad things to say to you. I've got bad things to say to whoever is doing that. If you're doing that, stop it. Go like the rest of us and drop your kid off in the parking lot. Whew. Okay. Wow. I know I'm out of my mind. Mikado Chan is gifted with $400. Is that? Why are you guys so nice to me? I don't. Why? Thank you, Mikado. I hope I'm saying that right. He says, here's for the hotel fund. Can't wait to see the videos from Galaxy's Edge. You know, you almost got there. The room I got two rooms. I'm going to probably cancel one of them because I wasn't sure which day so I booked two. One night was $450, the other night was $550, guys. That's just I'm not even going to be there hardly. Anyway, Mikado says, this is for the hotel fund for Galaxy's Edge. No, this is not a mistake. Oh, and take that beautiful wife of yours out to dinner. I take her out to dinner all the time. So I will definitely do the same in your honor, Mikado. Thank you very much. Your generosity is duly noted. Wow, what a cool dude. Okay. God, don't do this to me, you guys. Okay, Crystal Taylor, she gives us 20 bucks. She's been beyond generous as well over. Crystal, you guys are great. I love you guys, by the way. We met Crystal not long ago, and we had a conversation about the fact that I'm difficult around new people, meeting new people, and so I don't get to express myself. This is the internet is great in that sense because it does give me a chance to be expressive in ways that I normally am not, like this live stream or on the videos, and I get to say how I really feel, and I love you guys. I love you guys. Anyway, Crystal has gifted us with 20 bucks. She says, I know it's the unpopular opinion, but we are smokers, and we are polite smokers who only smoke where we're supposed to. I had no idea, Crystal. And very rarely, I kind of take offense to the fact that they kicked us completely out of the park. Yeah, I feel bad for you, Crystal. I used to smoke also. I smoked since I was the ninja's age. I was already at his age. I was already smoking, and I quit after he was born. I don't know. Maybe it's been maybe 10 years now. Anyway, so I do empathize, but smoking is, I think that's just something we have to get used to. It's not a thing anymore. It's not cool to smoke. People don't like it. And I think the smokers among us have to get used to that idea that that it's just, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I feel bad that it is what it is. You got, I guess we got, or I shouldn't say we, because I don't smoke anymore, but those of you who still do have to kind of take it on the chin on that one, I suppose. Yeah, I'm still recovering. Carrie Garcia gets up to $5. She says, I like the tie. I think they should stop or control the line jumpers. I don't know how you do that. I agree, obviously, because line cutting, here's the thing though, it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers other people because I have a very, like I mentioned, a very easygoing personality. Like in the grand scheme of things in 100 years, who's going to care, right? That you did that, and I'm not gonna get all angry about it. I don't like it that you do that, and I wish you wouldn't, and I think it's terrible of you. I think that it demonstrates again your unwillingness to be considerate of other people, which is some kind of lost art, I guess, because people say that all the time. People just aren't as considerate as they used to be. They don't have courtesy. But I don't know what they can do about it. I honestly don't. I don't think that they can do anything about it. Let's see. We got to catch up a little bit. Kevin Riches gets us for $5. He says, no scooter rentals. If you need one, then you probably own one already. I'm a little bit torn on scooter rentals, and this is why. Very often we get judgy on people in scooters. I've heard comments, and I've been a culprit of this myself, and I don't, nothing's happened where I've been checked or anything like that, but I can imagine where people will say, do you really need that scooter? You know what I mean? Like, is that really, I don't know, but you don't know their life. You don't know their story. You don't know. So, I mean, I'm sure that some people don't need it and some people really do, but I don't know I don't know which ones are which. So, I just have to let it go. Now, what I don't like to see, I'll say this, I don't like to see people riding shotgun on the scooter. That always gives me a hard time. I have a hard time with that one. Okay. Liz, where is Liz? Liz is in Palm Springs enjoying the desert with her family. I don't even know what she's doing there apart from having a fantastic time. Okay. Okay. Yes. Labai wants to know if we'll be watching Dumbo. Actually, yeah, we got a whole Dumbo video coming out. That's even separate from the trip reports we're doing. We watched the animated film. We're gonna go see the movie. We went on Dumbo. We went to the exhibit. We're gonna bound. All this is gonna happen tomorrow. All that's gonna happen tomorrow. You're gonna whole video on that. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. I think I'm way behind because Sydney Martin has gets us to $5. She says guests should get citations for arguing with cast members. Yes, yes, do that, please. That's top of the list. Leave them alone, you guys. Leave them alone. All they're doing is trying to make it better for you. You're the problem, okay? Even if they're mean to you, you're still the problem. All right? Think of it like this: treat a cast member like you would treat your wife. And by that I mean, one of the golden rules of being, having a happy marriage is having the ability to say, yes, dear. Even when you're wrong, you're right. That's one of the fine arts of being in a relationship. It's far better, far easier, far simpler to just say, yes, dear, I'm on it, instead of fighting with her about it. And you should take that same approach to cast members. They didn't do anything wrong, you guys. They're good people. They are the chosen people, and they don't deserve your crap. Where's the beard? I shaved the beard today. Mikado, congratulations on quitting smoking. Yeah, I was in the 8th grade, Mikado. I was in the 8th grade when I had my first cigarette, and I finally quit. Like I said, I think I was in my 40s when I finally quit, and I'm very grateful. I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm very grateful that I did. I'll say that. I wish Walt had. Let's see. Ricky Literal has gets us $10. He says, "You guys are awesome." Well, thanks, Ricky. You're awesome. No good reason. Hey, Crystal, why did you give me $100, Crystal? Thank you very much, Crystal. You're great. And she says, "See, you had no idea we smoked because we're so polite." That's what I'm saying. Yeah, kudos to you for keeping on the DL like that, because you don't let it get in your way. I remember those days where like, I need to leave this place where I am because I need to go have a cigarette, and it kind of ruins the moment sometimes. So good for you guys that you keep it, you don't let it get in the way of everybody else. It just sucks, she says, though. Whatever I knew, it was eventually coming. Anyways, are they going to keep the Indians out to also don't cry? We give to you because she's all over the place. We give to you because we love you and we appreciate what you do. Yes, I think they're going to keep the Indians. I don't see why not. And I imagine you mean the ones out on Main Street, or do you mean the ones on the river? I think you mean the ones on Main Street, because that used to be a tobacco shop. Yeah, they're fine. The Indians are part of Disneyland history. So, no, they're going to stick around. And thank you again, Crystal. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you again. When I'm constantly surprised. I'll say this at this point with Crystal and you guys in mind. I'm constantly surprised by how much I enjoy meeting Muffins, even if it's for a minute at the park. But just getting to know you guys and knowing your stories a little bit. There's some great people out there, and I think that's part of the Disney community. Is it does attract like-minded people in the sense that we're Disney fans because we want to have that. Sorry, guys, I'm getting blurry again. Because we want to feel those feelings of fellowship and kindness. My dogs. You appreciate that kind of qualities in others, courtesy and that kind of thing. So, Coco, Rosie, stop. There's something going on. My goodness. Diana Schultz has given us 21 Canadian dollars. Says, "David, know that we all love you guys. Watching someone every day like we do makes us feel like we're friends, even though in most cases we've never met." Yeah, I totally get that. A lot of people have said that they feel like they know us already, and that we're old friends and that we're family. And I like to think of you that way too. Just know that when I see you in the park, I don't know who you are, but I would love to. I want to. So don't worry about that. Just give me a minute to catch up. You know me better than I know you. All I need is a minute. Nate Dogg says, "If he'd won the lottery, he would have changed our lives." Well, you know what? Change your life first, Nate. I'm sure that you've got your own joy coming to you. Let's see. Somebody asked what I think about the people who save the line for others. I actually do have an opinion on that. Nate, you're awesome. I just want to say that. I don't mind it. I don't mind the line saving, but there is a principle. There is a rule that you should follow. And my rule is you should never let in to the line more than the number of people that are already in the line in your party. And by that, I mean, let's say you have a party of 4. I don't want to see one person holding the line for the other 3. 2-2. Or if it's a party of 6, I want to see 3 people holding the line for other 3, not 2 holding the line for 4. I don't know why that is. If that, for me, it it makes me feel better knowing that there was already 4 of you and you're just sending out a couple people as opposed to one person saving it for 5 people. And I've seen this happen where, you know, one person gets a line, another person joins, and another person, and then another person. And I feel like it's a freaking clown car that just unloaded into a queue, where I think at one point I thought I was one person ahead of me. Now there's 7. You know, it's in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It's just, again, it's a courtesy thing. And I think it just softens the effect if you can do that, if you can just mind the math on that a little bit. Whew. Okay. Ron Burner gets us with $57.02. That's amazing. I love when you guys do that. He says, chatting with you and Liz on Mark Twain Saturday. Oh, I remember you guys. Yeah, for sure. It was a real pleasure. Jack and Sally, Elbow. Yeah, I definitely remember you. On really deep and profound levels, I am a huge fan, watching with 9-year-old Ben as usual. Thank you very much, Ron, and say hi to Ben for me. It was a pleasure talking with you as well. You're very generous. Thank you very much for that. And I'm a huge fan of you. I'm a huge fan of you. Gordon Farmer says, that's why I'm getting divorced. He's referring back to my comment about treating cast members like your wives. Happy wife, happy life, as the saying goes. Elliot Adams has gifted us with $2. Says, Duke of Doric, yes, please. Okay, coming right up. Why am I all dressed up? You know what? Because I wanted to. How about that? Lisa, I felt in the mood lately. I really enjoyed my bound on Dumbo Day. And I'm hoping to do more of that just on a regular basis. I feel I like it. I like putting a tie on. I miss it. I haven't worn a tie since my office days. And I like shopping for men's clothes, and I like wearing men's clothes, and I don't like being blurry. What the heck? God! This autofocus thing is driving me crazy bananas. Nancy Nazario has given some $6. She says, new rule would be to not complain about the lines and prices and scooters. It's just tough. You can't judge people. You just don't know what their issues are. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. To that point, I understand the reason why you feel that way. And you could be right. Maybe. I don't know. Because certainly there is a degree of that in this country where, you know, I mean, you can't deny it, but you don't know their story. You can't assume that they don't need that. And I don't, you know, so it's like the adage goes, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. If you're not sure of that person's story, then you shouldn't be judging them. Know their story first. Walk a mile in their shoes first before you start assuming that they're out of line. And I don't know why people need to do that to begin with. What it does for you on a personal level. Do you feel better for having, you know, judged that person in your mind? I don't know. She also said, yeah, no complaining about lines and prices. Yeah, we're all paying. We're all in the lines. Please stop it and just try to enjoy yourself. Complaining doesn't get anybody anywhere. Okay, let's see. I still got to catch up. My goodness. Den Bears, let's get to the $3. He says, I quit 8 months ago because it's way too expensive. I looked at a pack. Okay, more stories. I'm going to tell you more stories. The very first pack of cigarettes I ever bought cost me $1.75. That's how old I am. What in the world's going on up there? $1.75. I happened to glance at the cigarette thing at the grocery store the other day, and I saw a pack of cigarettes for $13. And you want to complain about, you know, the inflation costs of Disneyland? $13 for a pack of cigarettes. It's not like, hey, at least Disneyland's gotten better over the years, right? It's not like cigarettes have gotten better. They didn't add an e-ticket cigarette. It's the same thing that's going to kill you. Sarah Elise has given us with $2.22. Thank you very much, Sarah. She says, flash photography on dark rides. I can't disagree with that either. That's already a rule. They don't kick you out for it, but they should get a ticket for that. You should get a ticket for that. I agree. What Daisy Joe has given us with $5. She says, do you believe vape should also not be allowed? My mother vapes due to it helps her with stress and pain. I feel vape is not as bad as smoking. I agree. That's, by the way, that's how I quit smoking. I was one of the early adopters on the e-cig thing, back when it was a fake cigarette, and you smoked it like a cigarette, not like a vape pen. You smoked it like a cigarette, and it had, nicotine or whatever. It was all about the ritual as opposed to getting the actual nicotine. Anyway, that's how I quit. But I do agree, I do believe that vaping should also be not allowed, just because I still feel like it's inconsiderate to be blowing smoke all over other people. Whether or not it's as toxic as a cigarette is another argument, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know enough about vaping, to be honest, but I just feel like if you had to put me on one side of the argument, I would say, yeah, go ahead and include it. Yeah, opening day, guys. I heard the Dodgers hit 8 home runs today. Crystal Taylor's back again with $2. She says, yes, I was referring to the Indian statues. Well, thank you very much, Crystal. And yes, I don't see them going anywhere, of course. Okay. Reina Sakurai. Boy, I messed that up. Reina Sakurai or Sakurai? I want to say Sakurai. The children 3 and under for free needs to be taken away. I'm tired of hearing infants screeching at the top of their lungs and their parents ignoring them. It needs to stop. You know what's funny, Kira, or Reina? I don't know if that's ever going to happen. They should just ban screaming. How about that instead? But people lie. Did you know this? People lie all the time about their children, and Disney's not allowed. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that. I don't even get into that. Kevin Rich has gifted us with $5. He says, we said hi to you at Carnation Cafe. Hi, Kevin. I was the good-looking guy. Which one of you wasn't the good-looking guy? We booked Disney Hotel on the 31st for Galaxy's Edge. Is that the right night? Well, it's no. Well, maybe. I don't know. I got to ask that question because the park opens on the 31st. So I don't know if you need to be booked for the night before or the day of in order to get a slot reserved. Or maybe it's both. I don't know. That's why I wasn't sure which day to get, if I should get the day before. So I got the 30th and the 31st. And then I'll cancel one of them, I think. Jojo Edwards gets us with $10. He says, I love you all. Will you be at Heroes Assemble? If so, what day? I'm going May 1st. No, we're not going, Jojo. I have decided to maintain my conscientious objectivity. I'm a conscientious objector of the nighttime events, those after dark events. I feel like that is a money grab, way too obvious for me. I mean, obviously, a lot of things at Disneyland are money grabs, but this one really reeks, in my opinion. These events, you do not get enough for your money, considering it's only for a few hours, like what, 4 or 5 hours, and the things that they want you to do that are the reason to go, the exclusive things, the character meets, the whatever opportunities, take forever. They take forever. They take your whole night. You can get to do 2 things, and that's it, and then you're done. That's it. Maybe 2, sometimes 1. You don't get to do any rides if you're choosing to go meet a character. Because there are some really cool characters and things, and everybody wants to do that one thing that you can't do any other night. And I get it. That's why you're going. So you either need to make it longer or I don't know what, fast pass for, I don't know. You got to figure that out, guys, because I don't think you get enough value. You really don't. Let's see. Somebody just asked me to remember the game. Dan. Now I just lost the game. I just lost the game. Dan. Ryan. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ryan Gordon has gifted us with 140 Canadian dollars. Thank you very much, Ryan. That's very generous. He's closed up that Galaxy's Edge hotel fund, I guess. He says, here's towards the hotel fund and some awesome Star Wars Galaxy's Edge videos. We're going to get something. I've been a huge fan of the construction updates for years. Diana Schultz and I both watch Fresh Baked every day. Thank you so much for all this wonderful content. You're welcome, Ryan. I have mixed emotions about the winding down of the Naho game because, obviously I'm tremendously invested. I you know, we kind of invented a whole genre of videos out there, if you think about it, because I don't know if anybody was doing this. There were people doing stuff like this casually, like there was a construction update here or there, they would talk about it. You know, I know Mice Chat does a you know, a photo deal, which actually was what inspired me to do what I do. So in that sense, maybe they invented it, but that was, you know, on the web only, not on video. I knew going in, before they even opened Galaxy's Edge, that I was going to do that every week. That was my plan. I was committing myself to every week or more to documenting Galaxy's Edge, and it's coming to an end. And I don't know, there's going to be a hole. There's going to be a void. There's going to be a void in my Fresh Baked life on May 31st. I'll say that. But thank you very much, Ryan. Very generous, as always. Mikado Chance gives us with $10, and he says that he just lost the game. Yeah, man. And I think you lost it before I said I lost it. I have to catch up. I'm way behind. Kathy Ellis gets us with $5. Off topic, your thoughts on the reservations, fast pass restrictions, etc. for the first month of Galaxy's Edge. Sorry if you already covered this. Actually, I've got a video that I recorded earlier today wearing this very outfit that I'll be putting up on Fresh Bake Presents. There's some new information coming out about that. But I will summarize my thoughts on the reservation system and their plans by doing this. Yes, I agree. They should do it. I'm okay with it. Let's ban all children. Come on now. Let's see. Da-da-da. Pie Wacket has gets us with $5. He says, no talking on shared vehicle rides. I want to listen to ride soundtrack, not someone's running conversation or commentary. Yes, I agree with that, Pie Wacket. If you want to have and we do this sometimes, we get vocal, but not as much as possible, not on rides where you're with other guests. If we're in a clamshell or in a dune buggy, and you can have a conversation with just the person in your dune buggy, obviously you don't want the other dune buggies to hear you, but you get my point. That's fine. Be silly if you want. I just don't want to hear you be silly. It's the same thing, like, I don't want to hear your phone. I don't want to know what you're watching on your phone. I don't want to hear the conversation you're having on your phone. I don't want, that's my ear space. Okay, stay out of my ear space. It's an invasion of my privacy. Hey, I did catch up. Look at that, we did it. Fresh Baked, high five. We did it. Now I can talk to people regularly. It gets quite annoying when Pirates is the kind of thing, just shut up, okay? When you're on Pirates, just don't talk. How about that? Just don't say anything unless you whisper something lovingly into your partner's ear. That's about the extent of it. But as much as possible, shut up when you're on Pirates. Matthew Miranda has given us $5. David, the videos of just you last week reminded me of when you started out. You did great, man. Thumbs up, people. Hey, thank you. I remember those days. There was a lot of times when I would just go to the park and just talk to the camera. And I forgot how to do that a little bit, which is why, you know, I kind of went the direction that I went with the, you know, doing the in-depth walkthroughs, because I felt like that was the thing that I could do that for 6 hours. That is something that or 8 hours actually. I missed a Kathy L super chat. Did I? Pie Wacket. Sorry guys, scrolling. Kathy L. Oh no, I didn't miss it. I was just catching up. By the way, thank you for telling me which one. Because very often, that way I know which one to look for. Very often when people say, hey Dave, you missed a super chat. I don't know what I'm looking for. Because, you know, it's good that if I know which super chat I'm supposed to be looking for. The watchful and harmonious subscriber says, Dave just entered the chat. What made you shave? I was just sick of it. I was just sick of it. It doesn't grow. My face is wrong. My face is wrong for beards. I'm sorry. I have bald spots right there. I have bald spots, and it doesn't ever get full. You know, I wish I could have that kind of beard rub and the beard comes out. I just don't have it. Just don't have it. Okay. Nicole, we're usually at the parks on Saturday. We're in the parks usually from about 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock on Saturday. And there you go. I didn't miss Kathy L. Super Chat. I didn't. Okay. I guess, yeah, I'm going to take a quick little break here to sip on my coffee, catch my breath, get a little cotton mouth doing this talking for an hour. You guys have no idea how exhausting this can be. Let's see. Is Liz sad about the beard? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, she's literally the only reason why I kept it as long as I did. All right. Laura Wade says she just woke up. Laura, it's almost 8 o'clock. Hi, Laura. Okay, so yeah, I'm caught up. Let's hear some more of your what do you call it? Your blue sky rules for Disneyland. What would you like to see them get rid of? I have another one. What was it? Oh God, I was in my head and now I've lost it. What happened? Anyway, oh, jeez. Maureen Morales gives us a $2. She says, hi, David. What about umbrellas? I mean, you have to let them in, right? I know that I've been hit in the head by many umbrellas. I have. So there's that. Okay. I've lost my train of thought. Danny Gonzalez has gifted us with $10. He says, hey, Fresh Bake, just want to say thanks for helping me get through my recent tough times in the hospital and coping with having to go through dialysis at age 28. Oh, my God. Dialysis at 28. I'm so sorry, Danny. Diabetes has wore out his kidneys. God, it sucks. I'm pre-diabetic myself. I manage it with a low amount of metformin. I'd hope I never get to that. That place. Have you used your shrimp mug? No, wait, the shrimp mug. Oh, no, the Australian one. I keep forgetting. I was trying to remember which one it was. No, I haven't used that yet. Sorry. We have a lot of mugs. I have a rule. I have a blue sky rule. I don't know what it's not rule. It's a blue sky policy that I like to see Disney do, and that is to have all lanes open all the time between 8 a.m. between 7 a.m. and maybe like 4 p.m. at the parking structure. All toll booths, all lanes open all the time. Just have them always open. It can't cost that much. I don't know how much they make, but I know it's not a lot, and it's more. You're not losing money. It's not a lot of money. It's just not a lot. Put them all up there. Just keep those things open all the time. How about that? Let's see. No farting on the submarine. Come on. Disney does not need a water park. I disagree with that. All right. What else you guys got? Let's hear it. I want to see some more parking by donation. Lay off the whole parking crew. I don't understand that one. Okay. Don't brag about what you have or able to afford. No one needs to hear it. I'm not sure who you're directing that to. Is that a thing that happens at Disneyland? Did you hear they're expecting a 6-hour wait for Smuggler's Run? No, I don't think that they're expecting that at all. I don't think so. No. That's the whole reason why they're doing what they're doing, is to not have that. That's worst case scenario, and that's if they let everybody in. You saw 6-hour waits for Radiator Springs Racers because they let everybody in. They're not doing that. They're not doing that for this. Now, maybe... I don't know what's going to happen June 23rd when it's a free-for-all, because I don't expect Rise to be open on June 23rd. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. It's possible it doesn't. That might be a problem. But they're also going to hopefully address that with the virtual queue, which is something we're going to talk about in the video that I'm going to put out tomorrow. Look for a virtual queue for Galaxy's Edge. Why do you guys keep losing the game for me? New rule: demolish Tomorrowland. Okay, well, I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. The Watchful Harmony subscriber says, "What day will you, Liz, and Ian be going?" You mean just in general, or Galaxy's Edge, or what are we talking about? Ian's gonna be back. Ian won't be with us this weekend, but he will be with us the weekend after that, and then he's gonna be gone for a couple of weeks. He's going to Star Wars, the Star Wars Celebration or whatever that they do in Chicago. He's also going, all three of us will be there opening day, Galaxy's Edge on the 31st. If everything works out, we'll be there opening day. I like this one. Crystal says, people walking while looking at their cell phone drives me crazy because they're not going to get anything else around them. That's a human problem also, Crystal. Not just a Disneyland problem, but it's even worse than Disneyland because there's lots of things to run into. I'm always telling people to look up, get your head up, because I watched a girl. I was leaving a hockey game, and a whole crowd of people were leaving the arena and all on their way to the parking lot where we all parked. And this girl was down here on her phone, and she literally was doing this and just walked right into a light pole. Just boom, right? I mean, she didn't even miss it a little bit. She just walked like she was going to go right through it. And a phone did that. That's all you can say, man. The phone did that. Do I need to ban somebody? Laura Belzer has gifts with $10. Thank you very much, Laura. She says, hey, Fresh Bake, thank you for the ticket. Hey, good. I'm glad you got them. We just left Disneyland with our nephew. Oh, that's great. You already used them? Hey, all right. We got our first winner of our ticket giveaway has already used, well, they're not tickets. They're gift cards with enough money to get 2 tickets on it. And she's already gone. They went with her nephews and had a blast. We went on pretty much everything young teenagers would want to do. Thank you once again. XO. You're welcome, Laura. Thank you for watching our show and being a good fan. And I'm glad that you've got some enjoyment out of that. What she's talking about, guys, if you don't already know, because I'm trying to, to remind this to people as much as possible, we give away tickets every month on our website. Two tickets every month. You just got to go to FreshBakedTV.com, enter to win, put in your name and your email address, and I will pick you, hopefully, to win a ticket or 2 to go to Disneyland, just like Laura did. She had fun. Okay. Flying Brian. I remember this time. Flying Brian has gifts with $5. Says, just got my Fresh Baked pins today. Thanks for all you do. Maybe see you on Dapper Day. I hope I see you too. Look for us. If you want to meet us on Dapper Day, we do a live stream, usually on that Sunday, I think it is, on Main Street in a little, Dapper parade of people. And usually in the morning, like 10 or 11 or something like that. So if you are, looking for us there, Ron Berner gets us with $5. Over the top, loud charades versions of Heads Up in line. Yeah, don't do that. You know what? I can't blame people for playing Heads Up. No, most of the time, the people that I've encountered playing Heads Up in line are usually pretty quiet about it. I've never really experienced anybody being obnoxious. So, but I'm just, the rule, don't be obnoxious. It should be the rule. Don't be obnoxious in line. But I don't think it's Heads Up that's the problem. People need to think that waiting in lines is hard. It's hard. It takes forever. It's boring sometimes. Let's see. Nils Bowie wants to know, do you have the Signature Plus pass? I have the exact same one. Yes, I have. Yeah, Signature Plus, the one that no blackouts at all. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we've got 6 minutes to catch up. Guys, there are 580 people watching this video right now. All of you need to like this video. All of you. Go ahead. I want to see that 218 turn into 580. You can do it. Chivalry wants to say a new rule. There should be a couple gates set aside for AP holders or people who have already taken their ticket photo. Not sure that's the rule, but yeah, I've heard that before. I don't know. It's kind of elitist, and I'm a man of the people, so I don't want a separate rule for me, even if I have an annual pass. You know, I've already get enough perks. I don't need you guys to. I don't need my own gate. That seems like a little, I don't know, snobbery. Chelsea wants to know, can you put your name in for the tickets once each month? Yes, of course. You're not going to win twice. I'll say that, Chelsea. I'm going to keep a mental inventory. If you've already won, you're not going to win again. But yeah, go ahead. You can put yourself in every month because I have to delete it every month in order. I have to clean everything out. So there's that. Guys, we're just not there yet. Still, it's not even 300. No cursing at the park. Can't argue with that. I mean, no cursing in general. I swear a lot, though. I do. At home, I swear a lot. I wish I didn't, but I do. Okay. Jacob says, new rule, do research on Walt Disney or the park before going. That way you don't have stupid questions. You know what? That's okay. You know what? Just go. I'm glad that you're there and at the park and have a good time. Feel the park, man. Enjoy it. You don't need to know everything about it. Matter of fact, if you don't, that's all the more reason for you to come watch Fresh Baked. We'll tell you about it. We'll tell you all if you want to know. Okay, Michael Bomber just gets to the $2. Michael says, towards a churro. My son says, hi, Fresh Baked. Hi, Michael Bomber's son. Thanks for the churro. Yeah, make sure before you leave, thumbs up the video on your way out. David in Arizona has gets to the $10. He says, glad to see Ian back. His color commentary is great. I agree. I love having conversations with Ian. Thank you for your hard work so the rest of us get a feeling of being there with you. You're welcome, David. Can't wait to do it again next weekend and show you guys more stuff. We got a lot of things to talk about next week. So hopefully you guys stay tuned. $325, man. That's just not good enough, you know? Ritual 301 says, I trust people more if they swear, truth be told. Yeah, I get why you would think that. I do, but still, though, there's children. You don't need to swear in front of the children, right? That's the thing. Let's see. Nobody knows Devo when Tomorrowland refurb will begin, but it's going to be after Fantasyland. I'll say that. All right. Janelle Davis has gets to the $5. Watching with my son Tyler. We try to find you guys every time we go. Love all your videos. Look forward to watching each night. You know, eventually, we've heard that a lot where people said, man, we've been coming here a bunch of times and we've never seen you. We've been here 5, 10, 15 times or whatever. Finally, we get to see you. So keep trying. You'll find us. We're not that hard to find, actually, usually. We're kind of obvious in a lot of ways. Larry Marquez says 2030, and that actually sounds silly, but it's not. I think that Larry Marquez is almost exactly right. I'm gonna say 2028 is my guess. I think we'll see. Do the math. We got another year on Marvel-land, right? And then at least 2 more years on Phase 2, maybe 4. So we'll split the difference, call it 3 years. So that's 4 years. Then we got Fantasyland. 4 years for Fantasyland expansion. And they're going to do that first. So that's 8 years. And then give or take a year or whatever, that's when they start Tomorrowland. So that's the order of operations. Okay, so Kitty MD says swearing is usually a sign of a poor vocabulary. I disagree with that. I have a fantastic vocabulary, Kitty. My vocabulary is good. I have a very good vocabulary, and I like to flex my vocabulary as often as possible I also swear like a sailor. So I would argue with that till the death, okay? All right. What international Disney park do you want to go to next? International? Well, there's only a couple, so I guess I want to go to Disney Sea, Tokyo Disney Sea. That's next. And I think we're almost, yeah, we hit an hour, guys, and we didn't get to 580. I'm really disappointed. We did get to 342. That's not terrible, but if you wouldn't mind, you know, for those of you who still haven't while you're here, I mean, it's not hard. You go like this, boop, and you just boop it. You just go boop, boop, and boop. And that's it. Actually, just do the one boop, though, because if you do more boops, then you unlike it. So there's that. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. I had a great time hanging out with you. I am grateful for Michael Baumer giving us $2. This is my son, Nicky says Frontierland is made of wood. It is. I've actually got a guy right now working on a made of wood shirt for everybody. So look out for that. Your kindness, your love for Fresh Baked, your generosity has been exceptional as always, you guys. I can't say thank you enough for all that you do for us week in and week out. And I every day I'm speechless at how amazing you guys are. And I want you to know, even though it's hard, you know, as a live person, as I was saying, here on this internet, I'm telling you, I love you. I love all of you. And thank you. Chris Jones, $5. Thank you very much. He gently booped the like button. Boop. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week, and see you tomorrow, and we'll see you every day here on Fresh Baked. Bye, guys. Fresh Baked.